This is Sound Off 60, Southwest Louisiana's premier sports show.
Coaching staff was just like, you need to go through the same routine you were going through in the minor leagues. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Our skipper actually moved me up to the 2-hole in the order in the middle of that and said, hey, you're our guy, you're going to play, and we believe in you. And then got a few hits, started believing in myself.
Julio's coming back. Oh, forget it. Forget it. The game's over. Oh, Julio.
Sound Off 60. Here are the guys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
It's our annual post-Super Bowl show here at Sound Off 60,
Yes,
and
it
a good
is.
one it will be because, gentlemen, I want to take a little different. You know me, I'm going to get X's and O's and start chopping up individual plays, but I thought this game had some overall bigger questions, and we'll get into that. I think it had some big questions on both sides of the football. All right.
I think that it's going to have some huge implications for next season.
Maybe.
That's what
Maybe.
I.
All right.
That's what
As
I
we
think.
get into Super Bowl 52, we got a lot more to talk about as well. Some baseball, basketball, and some.
Yeah.
We're going to get in maybe more so this year of the Super Bowl ads.
Yeah.
I want to really.
There was some good ones.
Over the last
There was
couple
some good ones.
years, it's like, okay, that was funny, and then we moved on. But I want to get into a little bit
Yes.
of that
There
way
weren't
later
any
on in the show.
funny ones this
Oh, I think you're wrong again, Mr. Hobbs. All right. We'll start with you, Mr. Guidry. The main focus of SB 52. Give me the main thing, the main difference why the Eagles are happy and will have a parade and New England will not. One thing.
He's speechless.
Well, you
Write
got-
this
many.
day
You gotta
down.
write it
It's
down.
so many. Rick,
Give me a
I'll just-
name.
I'll just say,
You picked the Eagles.
I did pick the Eagles. I did.
You
did
picked the
too.
Eagles.
We're smart.
It was just. Rick,
I'm
I think.
smart.
I'm not denying that.
I never thought that the scores would have been that high.
A lot
honestly.
of offense. Record
But
offense.
I think that the Philadelphia Eagles.
help him here? He's
One of the
sorry.
things
He
that
is
I've always, it's so many things, guys, that when you have a team such as that's good as New England, the one thing that they did that coach, hell, he should have been coach of the year.
No
when
kidding.
you put your throat on somebody, don't you
Foot-
dare take
foot
it off.
on the
I
throat.
was-
All right.
I
and
was-
that's what he
so
did.
that's
All right, we're
kinda
gonna get
what
into
I
that.
wrote about.
That's
wrote
what they
for,
did.
Tuesday's column. And Peterson was aggressive. You know, he's going to be remembered for a couple of gambles in a few plays.
That fourth and
We'll get to
I bet he
that.
will.
We'll get to that. Don't worry. But he was aggressive the whole
Yeah.
game. And bottom line,
Yes.
he was playing to win the game. And that may sound,
You have to.
you know,
Yeah.
You have to.
but 90%.
It may sound cliche-ish. is what you're saying.
90% of the NFL games you watch, it seems like coaches
a chess
are
match.
playing not to lose a game.
They play the odds.
You know,
They
yeah.
play the percentages and the odds. All right. One thing, and I've got a several, but
And
what
that's why I had
rises to
several
me,
too, but that was just one.
what
came to mind right there.
rises to the top is Nick Foles.
Yeah.
Nick,
What do you do
Foles.
with him? What do you do with him?
Get into
now?
that later on in the show.
What do you do with him?
I'll segue into our next discussion of this is the man showed up, the man didn't crumble, and the throws in the end zone for those, at least two of the scores.
But wait,
I mean, to Clement and Jeffries
Rick.
were unbelievably great throws.
But let me tell you this
They
though,
call
Rick.
them
Nick
dimes.
But
Foles,
Rick,
yeah.
it wasn't just this game. What about the two before this game?
I know that, but this is a Super Bowl.
I would make the argument.
This
and
is a
of course,
Super
you know, you say he's MVP because they
Us,
won.
no. Yeah.
I'd make the argument he outplayed Brady, and I'll tell you why. It's not that Brady played bad.
No, he did not.
But let's face it. I want to ask you about the Eagles secondary. Brady had wide open people the entire game.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know
He
how
did.
you practice for 2 weeks and let people get that wide open.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
several
So,
broken
well,
coverages. You're right.
you
You're right.
I'm not.
But Scooter,
I'm
you have
not
to.
trying to knock
You have to
your
realize
golden
though.
boy, but I mean, he had a lot of easy throws. Foles had tougher throws than that.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
can say some of the easy throws, Scooter, we're talking about. You've got to realize they had schemes set up to where they meant to double
Gronkowski. because you
Gronkowski
can't
down the
cover him
middle
one-on-one.
because he's such a big guy. So
And they did that well for the
yeah,
first
they
half.
did. They did. So that's why, Scooter, they had some guys that were just wide open because they knew
All right.
he was going to him
Let's
no
bullet
matter what.
point.
He
Let's
was going to
bullet
him.
point before we get into round 2 of this Super Bowl discussion with some of our the local wise guys of what we think about this. All right, bullet point quickly. All right. Brandon Cooks, the loss of Brandon Cooks had to hurt. New England. Had to hurt. New England.
Huge.
You think it's huge?
Yeah.
It hurt him. I don't know about huge.
You didn't have a deep threat. You didn't have a deep threat.
Chris Hogan got deep.
Chris Hogan is not Cooks. Okay,
No,
I don't care what you say. He's not Cooks.
No, you know, it
He's
was a
not
loss.
Cooks.
All right, the former Saint.
That's
was,
your deep threat.
yeah,
That's
all
hurt.
right,
That
you know,
hurt.
But Brady has a way of overcoming that.
They were
Belichick
still
and the
getting
coach.
wide open.
You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. They
Yeah.
were. All right. He threw for 505 yards, Kevin.
But look.
Cooks on the sideline, but he still throws for over 500.
Can you imagine if Cooks would have stayed? Cooks had already had 3 catches before he came
Okay.
out. He already had 3
I
catches
know,
before
I
he
know.
came out.
Crystal ball.
That was over
Crystal
50
ball. All right.
yards.
The
So
other ball.
that was huge, boy.
The weird tipped interception.
Yeah.
All right. Brady takes him down 90
Stuff
yards.
happens.
Yeah.
And then the Eagles respond with 75 yards,
did.
and we're going to get to the call
Yeah, they
and
did.
the play. That was huge, guys.
That was.
That was. Remember
Look.
the AFC, where Brady took them down and the Jaguars crumbled.
Yeah.
Peterson, Foles, and the offense
Oh, yeah.
did not crumble.
They
That
didn't.
was huge.
I think we ought
Right
to
before
spend,
half.
We ought to spend a whole segment on that play.
We might,
Look, that was
because
just,
it was fun and interesting.
But look,
we might.
Rick, the thing is, do you see the difference made between Brady and Foles? I mean, they both ran the same play. I'm talking about the fake play.
Somewhat.
They both. It was the exact same play, Rick.
I know,
Oh, come on, you had
okay,
one
it might
guy
have
that.
been. Okay, Amendola.
Whatever, school. It was the
Amendola.
same play, okay? You making it hard. It was the same play. But can you imagine? I can't sit on the show,
Foles
though, but
is
for him-
29 years old. Okay, he can
Granted,
stretch a
granted.
little bit more than
But
Brady.
the thing is, though, Rick, to do that play there,
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Why not there? If you're going to do it anyway,
Well,
do
you
it
got-
there,
all
I
right.
say.
Scooter, you've
fun
got
question,
two. You've
a
got
fun
2
question
all-pro
we'll
running
get to.
backs. You've got 2
We
all-pro
saw-
running backs.
We saw more gadget plays.
A
than
lot.
that.
But that's how
Fun
you
question.
win big
We
games,
might
though.
spend a full
You do
8-minute
the
segment on,
unexpected.
we're going to call it the call or the play or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. The question, don't answer it, was it more of a ballsy call play than Sean Payton's coming out of halftime onside kick in the Super Bowl?
It's funny you brought that up. I wrote about that.
Look,
for the
Yeah,
morning.
think about that.
I-
Both
okay,
of them.
We're gonna talk about that
Both of
next
them.
segment?
Both of
Okay.
them. Gutsy
Yeah, I
call.
had
Gutsy. All right.
definitely-
Another bullet point. West Alabama's Malcolm Butler.
Yeah.
Here's my statement. Here's what came to mind. You know the connection between Bill Belichick and
Yeah.
Nick Saban.
Yeah.
Here's your boy, Nick
Yeah.
Saban.
Yeah.
Was this similar? It just had a correlation to me. It's Saban changes an offensive coordinator 1 week prior to playing Clemson for the national title.
Yeah.
The day of the game, maybe an hour before, he tells Malcolm Butler, "You're not starting."
You're not starting.
Yeah, did he even play?
Do
He
we know?
played
He played
one
special teams.
Special
Scooter.
team.
He played special
One
teams.
Play.
Yeah.
What,
What-
how do you do that?
What was that? Do you know what that was about?
With
I
all
don't
the
know.
nickel and dime packages? That was crazy.
I don't know what
And
that was all
apparently
about.
it came out of nowhere because Butler was obviously upset.
Yes, and you sir heard
I,
it.
mean, I
you
don't
think-
think he was trying to be an ass about it, but he was like,
But do you think it was
What'd I
something? You think it was something behind the scenes that we don't know?
I don't know. I mean, the official
'Cause you don't
party
do
line,
that. 'Cause
the
you don't do that.
Party line from Belichick was.
He said that we
I
think
I
we
think
have a
one
better
of the
chance.
sideline
No, he just said we have a better chance of winning.
the matchups. I think the sideline
Yeah.
reporter
I
Tafoya
don't know,
got
bro.
to him, and he said something like, "I put the personnel package in to give us the best chance to win."
That's what he said.
Okay, it's Bill.
I don't
look,
buy that. I don't buy that, man.
Bill Belichick is all about winning, competition, and legacy.
he doesn't get sentimental.
Exactly. He's not
Yeah.
going to do something to purposely hurt his team's chances. So maybe in his mind it was the right thing to do. That the Rowe fella was a better matchup,
I
but he
don't
got
know.
burned.
He
time
did
and
get burned. He
time
got
again.
towed up.
And Butler said
He
it
got
right.
towed up. And
Listen,
Butler looking
I could have
like,
made a
dude,
difference.
I could have covered that.
I know.
Dude,
Now,
I could have
granted,
covered that dude, okay?
Malcolm Butler is all of 5'9".
Yeah, but
But
still.
he's a physical player.
He is, Rick.
And
I don't know what that was all
I want to
about,
get
Rick.
into that
I
because
don't know.
he's an unrestricted free agent. And he visited the New
don't
Orleans
know
Saints
what that was all
last
about, man.
year during that whole Brandon Cooks deal.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking if Sean Payton wants him again and he wants out of New England, look at him.
I do.
Look at
I
it.
don't know why he would
wants
stay.
out of
I don't
New
know why he would
want
stay.
out now.
Yeah.
I don't know why he
sat
would
for
stay
the
now.
entire
He
Super
sat the
Bowl.
entire game.
He played
I thought he played 4
98%.
special teams play. I thought they said he played 4
I heard
special
one,
teams play.
and I didn't chart it, but
Yeah.
98%
I thought he played
of the
4 though.
defensive
That's all.
snaps he played
He just played special. No, he was the starter.
during the
Rick.
season.
Yeah.
Now, I caught a few of the Patriot games. He didn't have a spectacular year, but
Yeah,
he was
but-
your starting corner.
But the
and
guy
sitting
that played
for a
Sunday,
safety?
he got toe up too. Okay, got toe up.
Who?
The guy that replaced
Oh,
him.
yeah, Rowe.
Rowe got towed
Oh,
up, man.
All right.
Okay.
We got a lot to cover. We're going to
Got
cover the
too
call,
much,
the play.
man.
Obviously, Eagles coach Doug Peterson
Yeah.
learned a lot at Calvary Baptist. All right? They made a big deal of him coaching high school football in Louisiana.
They did
years
9 years
ago.
out.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
9 years to 10 years, that he
And
said.
a brother-in-law who lives in the Bossier City, Shreveport
Yeah.
area sent his kids to Calvary Baptist, and
Yeah.
Doug Peterson is the head coach. I said, the former NFL quarterback?
Yeah. Can you believe
He's got,
that?
what, a couple years?
Yeah.
A couple years at Calvary
Wow,
Baptist. All right, we're up
man,
against
wow.
the clock. Fun show coming up.
Wow.
So don't go far. We're coming right back.
Sound Off 60 is presented by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort.
In 1975, we brewed the original light beer with more taste and only 96 calories. We think that's worth celebrating. Miller Lite, back in the original bottle.
On or off the field, training and experience matter. As a board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeon, Dr. Brett Cassio has the training and experience to help you get back in the game. Award-winning research, the latest orthopedic techniques, right here at home. Cassio Sports Medicine.
All right, I told you we would kind of bounce around about this SB 52 and have a
Yes.
little fun. Kevin and I were talking about this before the show. No pun intended, but Kevin Hart, the actor and comedian.
Unbelievable,
You and I are
man.
maybe the only two that
May
saw
have
it.
been
I
the
can't
only two
believe
that saw this.
I'm
No,
watching
I
the
saw it.
podium. Did you see the little short guy? I'm watching the podium right after the game. There's humongous bouncer guy.
He took
in a
up the
suit.
entire stairs, Rick.
Literally the entire stairs. And you could tell Kevin Hart was wanting to get on the, he's a big Eagles fan. He's from
Yeah, he
Philadelphia.
is.
Wanting to get on the podium. It looked like he wanted
He's
to
an
get.
entertainer. He wanted
He looked-
the publicity.
Well,
I think he wanted to get on the
He had a nice
podium.
throwback
Well, he
jacket
did,
he had
but
on.
he wanted the publicity.
Of course,
that
he
was-
got on the podium for postgame? I
Yes,
don't
he
think.
did. Dion bought him up.
He did on the NFL
Dion bought him up.
No, I'm talking about the podium when
No,
they gave the
no,
Super Bowl
he didn't.
trophy
No,
to the
no,
owner.
he did not.
No, the big
No, he did not get up there. No, he didn't.
bulky bodyguard you talk about.
Right.
No, he wasn't having none
No,
of it.
None of
no,
it.
No,
Just
he
like-
didn't come up.
He
there.
didn't care who he was.
No, he was polite
but
about
he
it.
did get on the NFL
Did he? Well, that's
network.
different.
Well, Dion bought him
And-
up. Dion did that.
Dropped an F-bomb on live
Did he
TV.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
I didn't
drunk.
see that.
He was bombed.
Oh,
Yeah, he
my
was- he
gosh.
was
I didn't
drunk.
see that.
And
I-
Dion
he was drunk.
and Dion
Did they
said,
They
bleep
got
it?
him off.
Did they bleep it?
No, it was
No.
live.
Holy
They-
smokes,
Oh,
really?
they got him off pretty
Oh, I
quick.
gotta see
after
this.
No,
that.
Dion said, "I'm sorry, that's my responsibility." He did. 'Cause
Kevin Hart.
Dion didn't know he was drunk though. When Dion pulled him up,
Yeah.
Dion did not know that he
All
was
right.
a little bit
I
intoxicated.
just had to get
okay?
that out. A funny little subplot.
He
A
was
funny
he
little-
was
all right.
really headed.
Guys, all right.
Too much.
Very un-Super Bowl-like. All right. All of a sudden, they go down, they trade field goals, and all of a sudden, the kickers couldn't do it.
That was
What?
hilarious.
A missed
you
extra
serious?
point on a bad
Rick,
snap. New
but look-
England with a bad snap. They miss an extra point and a field goal.
Let me say this, but
a field goal that was an extra point.
But wait.
Exactly.
But wait, could this be now? Did you guys take this in now? The logos, the SB52 logos was on that point. Did y'all know that? They said that could have had something to do with them making it because they both missed from those points, Rick.
I don't think so.
They kicked off that logo.
But
Both of them.
they also
That's
made.
overthinking
But they also
it.
made kicks
I'm just
from
saying.
that point. Yeah.
I'm
It
just saying that was
well,
one of the
the
things
New
that
England
was
was just a
mentioned.
bad snap. Just a
Oh,
bad
it was a bad
Did
snap.
you
The first
forget
one was a
the
bad
deal?
snap.
In fact, somebody told me they, the wayward kickers kept every square on every board in play.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah, exactly. Talking
and
about Super
somebody
Bowl.
said if on some boards they have played, if you get 2 and 2, they give you your money back.
Really? I
you
don't know.
serious?
I don't know that.
Yeah, if you get 2 and
Yeah.
2. And so, at halftime that game was 22-12.
12.
Yeah.
They said it was the first time in
2 and 2, you're
NFL
right.
history a game
Are you
at
serious?
halftime has been 22-12.
Wow.
Okay. Well, we played 52 of them, so that's
Yeah.
not unusual.
No, first time
Ever.
Any
I know.
NFL game.
Oh, any NFL
Wow.
game.
Yes.
Really?
Okay, now that's a lot of NFL
That
games.
is, that's a lot of
That's
NFL
interesting.
games.
Who the hell does the
2 and 2.
research
I
on
would
that?
love
But it's
to
true.
know.
But Rick, those two mixed. You was like, do what?
Yeah, it was like, is this
Do
a Super
what?
Bowl?
Because
Holy
they weren't
smokes.
even, well, the first one was kind of close, but the little chip
Well,
chop.
the
What
guy
is
well,
going
he had
on
a bad
here?
snap
All right.
that made him miss it.
One of the big factors in this game, gentlemen, was going to be Philadelphia's front four putting pressure on Brady.
Yeah.
And they knocked him around a little bit
Not really.
early, but No sacks.
Not until late.
Until the pivotal play in
Not
the game.
until late, yeah.
None.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like one snack and it decides the game. And that's, to me, that is incredible.
Yeah.
That's
But
incredible for the O-line, for the Patriots, and the tenacity of Philadelphia to just keep coming and coming and coming.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it went on both sides. I mean, both
No
got,
sacks.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that was
That
on
was the
both
only
sides.
sack.
That just wasn't-
Exactly.
That just wasn't on.
No, it's a
that
good
side.
point,
I mean, it
Kevin.
was-
And
yeah.
look, in my opinion, one of the things that you know when they look at the game tape and check off the cons for New England was lack of pressure on Foles.
Yeah.
Now he played
Exactly.
unbelievably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
let me.
you put a little pressure on this guy,
But
and maybe things are different.
I didn't realize how big of a man Cox is for
Oh, he's
Philadelphia.
humongous. You see his
I
arm?
didn't
Oh,
realize how big this
yeah, he's
dude.
a big man.
This dude is big, man. But Rick, the one thing that gets me when you look at the game, and when you look at it through kind of like tunnel vision, do you honestly say that Philadelphia had better athletes and New England just had smarter athletes? Because when you look at it, Rick, New England didn't have the talent that Philadelphia had. I'm being honest. They,
In certain spots.
I mean, they
I'm
just
with
didn't.
you. I'm with you on that. Yeah.
I mean, and it's like, are they just better coached? I mean, how do they keep getting back to this same spot every year? Are they just better coached? When you look at it,
Brady,
because you've
They
got
weren't
some
better
teams.
coached yesterday.
You've got some teams, Rick, that are truly just better than New England that they played this year.
Look,
just better than
look,
them.
they got the MVP.
But beat them.
Look, Kevin.
But
Kevin.
New England beat them.
They got the best quarterback. He's an MVP.
I get
They got
that.
the best tight end. They've
I
got
get that.
good, solid running backs, and they've got good spot on the defense is flawed. Matt Patricia, now he's leaving for
He's
the Detroit
leaving.
Lions,
Yeah,
but
he's gone.
clearly, even with Malcolm Butler in the game or on the bench,
Yeah.
they have flaws defensively
Yeah,
this year.
they do.
They're
No, they
starting
do.
39-year-old James
Yeah, they
Harrison.
do. They do. I know.
mean, come on.
I know.
They
I
picked
know.
him up.
Defensive end. I know,
Yeah,
bro.
okay.
He's still
All right.
coming.
But they have a
But-
history of doing it.
Yes, they do.
You
Yeah.
know.
And they do very well.
Yes,
with
they
that.
do very,
That's
very
my.
well.
That's what I would question, Rick. I
thought
mean,
Peterson outcoached Belichick.
We're going to get into the calls and
Yeah.
the aggressiveness. But, all right, Nick, back to Nick Foles. Come on. Did you expect Nick Foles to play like that? You kept saying, Nick who?
Look.
You know, Nick who? I mean, I had to
I
remind
can't
you, he's
say
been
it.
around.
Look.
I can't say it. I thought they did a really good job, you know, and this is kind of cliche too. Gave him some easy throws to start the game. But they weren't going to come out and say, oh, we'll establish a running game and
No.
take it.
Yeah.
I think
No, they
of their
didn't.
first 7 or 8 plays, he only ran it one time.
I know. No, he started off hot.
I mean, so, you know, they were going to try to get him going in a rhythm, and they did.
You know what I look at, guys, and I wonder if Carson, the starting quarterback for the beginning of the year, would have played, would they have beat New England worse than what they beat them? Think about that.
No,
Think
I mean,
about that, Rick.
look at Foles' numbers. Close to 400 yards, 3
Yes.
touchdowns, really no picks. I mean, the pick was a
Yeah.
free play. Carson Wentz, he's in there. I mean,
But think about
I mean,
it, though,
how
Rick.
can
Look
you
what this
ma- I
guy
mean,
did throughout the whole
I don't
year,
know
though,
how he could have
before he
done
got
much
hurt.
better.
I mean, much better, but I'm saying, look
Point-
at some of the
point
plays
taken.
he made. Scooter,
Point
you
taken.
crazy? You saying really? Look
Point
at some of the
taken.
plays he made during the year, Scooter. Folks could have made those plays with his feet. With his feet.
But Wentz is a second-year guy from North Dakota State. Again, Nick Foles, 8-9-year veteran, been around a little bit. I don't know, Kevin. That's a question.
Just food for thought. I mean, I was just thinking about it, and he's coming back.
Yeah. The
Philly's going to be somebody to be
We'll
reckoned
get into
with,
that
man.
later on
I'm
in the
telling
show.
you,
What
bro.
does
I'm telling you.
the wealth of talent now that they have a quarterback? So said. The three-headed running monster of
Yeah.
Philadelphia, Blunt, who's
Yeah.
a beast.
Yeah.
Corey Clement, who
Yeah.
caught that touchdown. I'm going to get to that in a second. And then Jay Ajayi.
Yeah.
I mean,
But Blunt was
that
just-
was a big factor. Now, look, they didn't open up running the football, but boy, they ripped
They
off
had
some.
some. Yeah, they did.
They got some. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, they established the run with the pass.
when they needed it,
which
exactly,
I
exactly.
That
always
did.
thought makes sense.
Yes. All right. Let me get to the. And boy, you guys are going to snap off. Your head's going to explode. Okay. I know it's going to explode. You got this on camera. They're going to explode. You're going to explode. The first Corey Clement touchdown should have been reversed. Should have been reversed. It was not a catch. The Zach Ertz, and I'm not being apologetic or biased toward the Patriots. By the rule.
Hey.
By the rule, they got it
Ricky.
wrong.
Ricky.
The Ertz touchdown,
Ricky.
the stretch, no, it
Ricky.
was a touchdown because I'm real
Hey.
big on breaking the plane.
I know what you're saying
No,
about the
they
Clement.
got
I know
that
what you're
one
saying.
wrong.
You're saying that his foot was on the line, isn't it? What you're
He
saying?
didn't have control, guys.
Yes,
Come
he
on,
did.
he had no control.
You saying his foot was on the
He
line?
never lost control.
He had it, then he lost it, and the foot was out of bounds.
Making my
I
head
think
hurt.
I'm telling you, that
Hey,
I'm just going by the
hey,
rule.
that-
I'm going by the rule. You have to complete that damn catch.
So you know what the rule is.
Oh, I think I know what the rule is.
Then maybe you should go up there.
I
to
should.
the
Hey,
headquarters
Ricky, you're right.
and explain it
Where's
to
my
them.
phone? I'm going to
Ricky.
call
Because they
Goodell.
don't know what the
Well,
rule
they're
is.
going to know by next season.
And,
they're gonna
and that's what I said, Rick, that there's going to be some changes for next season because of that. Now,
So hold on,
Well,
let
you
me
know,
interrupt you.
you know-
Let me interrupt you. You're saying you guys are watching this game. You're saying it didn't even cross your mind that they would reverse the call, and rightly.
no.
You, when the NFL's dealing with something
Hey,
with
hey.
a,
Of
course
with
he
a
did.
legal
I
catch?
made-
I wouldn't put anything past them.
And you
I
thought
made-
both of them was
But I thought
clearly
that-
legal.
I know that
I made-
the guy that does know more
Crazy.
than us, that the guy that does it, I think for Fox, you know, the ex-referee.
Yeah, Mike.
He explained why that was a catch. That even though you saw it move a
Right,
little
right.
bit,
You're talking about
he
Clement
had
or
taken
Earth?
a stay.
Clement?
Huh? The
Clement,
first
right.
one.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
the Clement, yeah.
Even though you saw it move a little
Yeah.
bit, he never really lost control.
exactly. Now,
Wasn't a catch.
you
Right.
had, you had so many people about the second one with the tight end that, oh, no, he lost control of it. It's not a touchdown.
no.
Guys, look, that one was easy because he became a runner.
Yeah.
He was not a pass receiver.
why did it
He
take
became a
him
runner.
so
I don't know.
long?
That's my
It's
point,
the
Scoot. I
rules.
asked the same question.
It's the
Why
rules.
did it take so long?
That was a defining moment for the NFL.
Yes, it was.
It's the
Yes,
rules.
it was.
3 minutes or whatever. I know they went to commercial break.
Yeah.
The people I
It's-
was watching the game with and on Twitter,
Yeah.
while that agonizing 3 minutes was going on, said, if this is not a catch, I will never watch the NFL
Well,
again.
It gave
No,
them.
it was,
It
Scooter.
gave
I mean-
them that lead late in the game. It was.
Yeah.
I mean, humongous call.
They didn't wanna-
The New
they didn't
York
wanna
is
get that
really
wrong.
gonna take their.
They didn't
time
wanna
on
get that wrong.
As we go to
Really.
break, the commissioner Roger Goodell clearly all week long saying we're gonna study.
You've
we're
got
gonna
to.
take
They
a
You
did
gotta
that a
fix that
couple
up.
of years ago.
I know that,
and
but
they
this
didn't
one.
change anything.
But
And
this
they-
one.
and
this
Rick, they
year.
say they
I don't know,
brought
why
in
does the
veteran.
college game not have this problem?
They say they brought in veteran
I'm
retired
not
pro
saying
receivers.
they never miss a call,
To look at
but they
film.
don't seem to have a
Yeah.
problem defining
Yeah.
the catch.
No.
So
I don't know.
it's
a
it's
good
something that's
question.
got to be looked at, Rick, for next
All
year.
right, we'll
It does.
pause. When we come back, more
That'll do
on this
nothing.
Super Bowl matchup.
They have to,
We'll
Scooter.
kind of move to the second half
Yeah.
and the call.
Yeah.
And the play. Of course, that happened in the first half, but how
It
it
did.
affected the second
It
half.
did.
What a
It did.
call, what a play.
Yes, it
We're
was.
coming back in about 2 minutes. Stay right there.
Soundoff60 is presented by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. Check us out online at soundoff60tv.com.
Enjoy a more reliable, responsible, intelligent, and connected indoor environment that easily adjusts to your preferences, no matter where you are. Uncompromising, unmistakable. Luxair. Get connected with a Luxair dealer near you by visiting luxair.com/solar supply.
Let's talk about funerals of the happy variety. See, back in the 70s, there were folks in Austin who liked music and Shiner Bock. Trouble was, there wasn't always a delivery truck for Shiner Bock. But there was a hippie man with a funeral car. Wisdom would say, don't put the fate of your beer in the hands of delivery hippies with hearses. Then again, wisdom does not drink.
All right, welcome back, boys and girls. Super Bowl 52 is still on our mind. We got some LSU baseball I want to get into. I
Yes.
want to pick your brain about the Jordan brothers and things like that. A little Magnus basketball as well. And we're going to talk about Super Bowl commercials.
Yeah.
A couple of really funny ones, I thought.
Yeah.
You know, I really did.
I've got my favorite. I've got my favorite.
I'm going to tell you which one. The Amazon,
my
the
favorite.
Amazon spot was just
No.
had me rolling.
No.
Jeff Bezos, the owner of the richest man in the world.
The
I mean,
Coke and the lady was dancing was my favorite.
the Coke and the who?
The golden Diet Coke. The lady that was dancing. with the Diet Coke.
Oh my God,
That was the
the
best.
worst commercial.
That was the
in
best
history.
one, dude.
The
That
little
was the
skinny
best.
lady.
Yes.
The skinny.
That was the purpose, Rick. That was the purpose,
Save
Rick.
it. Save it.
Rick, she was doing
Save
the
it.
boogie, man.
You were, save it. She was this big around. I was waiting for her legs to break. Save it. Oh my gosh,
Must have
Guidry.
missed that.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
All right.
my God.
Must have had a bathroom break.
Holy smokes. All right. We talked about Brady late
It
first
worked for me.
half, scores, Philadelphia, Nick Foles drives them down
Yes.
75 yards. They're on the one, gentlemen.
Yeah.
What does Doug Peterson call? You want to describe the play? I mean, it was a brilliant call and brilliant execution.
I'm going to say up front, it is one of the best designed. I guess you still had to
Look,
execute
let me tell you.
it. Would you let me finish?
Hurry up. Hurry up.
That's one of the best design plays I have ever seen. And that's why I would argue almost it wasn't a gamble. If I had that play in my back pocket, the key to it to me was Foles selling that he was doing the Peyton Manning thing, going and talking to an offensive
Little tap on the
lineman,
butt.
getting them all
Great acting.
situated. It took a great acting job.
You're right.
That was the beauty
did.
of it to me.
You're right.
And of course, then they throw it back. They direct snap and then they end around, throw it to him wide open. Like, take that, Brady. You didn't catch yours, did you?
Look.
Yeah.
Look. What school
Speaking
says?
great plays though. You know this. I think it was against Florida. Les Miles and I guess a field goal.
It was South Carolina.
South
Yes.
Carolina.
Yes.
Oh,
I was
against Spurrier.
thinking that too.
The little toss up.
Yeah,
The toss.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
just
Yeah.
LSU.
It did.
stuff.
It
That
did
was.
remind me of that.
Yeah, the little toss
Because
over there.
to the point too. Right afterwards, what's the Patriots defensive coordinator's
Matt
name?
Patricia.
Matt
Patricia. You know, they show him on the sidelines.
He was like,
and he's
okay,
like,
all right.
Gotcha.
okay.
Gotcha.
Same thing with Spurrier
Yeah.
and that Les
Yeah.
Miles.
Yeah.
Great
The
play.
flip over the head.
Great.
That
All
was
right, your
pretty
thoughts
cool.
on the play.
Look, what Scooter said was this, but he was already set. They knew that he wasn't coming back under center. Okay?
No.
They went as a defensive
No,
group.
it looked to me like.
No, he walked over Scooter and he made a call and he pat one of the guys down, but he stood on the end. I mean, he stood there.
Yeah.
They knew he wasn't going back to play quarterback. They thought it was a wildcat. They thought that Clemens was going to
Oh,
be the guy
of course,
that was going to go to the left. So what they did, they moved the inside backer in, and the free safety moved over because the strength went to that side, Rick.
Okay, yeah.
So what happened, Rick, was that they said, wildcat, okay, we got this now. And lo and behold, when he caught it, they said, and he ran to the left, they said, we got him.
Right.
And here come your boy, he
Yeah.
flipped it to him. They like, oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. So the defense bid into the,
The
Wildcat.
defense,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it was.
And of
They
course-
thought it was going left to the strength.
How many colleges
That was
we
so-
gonna see run
that was so
play
smart.
next
Well,
year?
what is it? Trey Burton, former
But-
Florida quarterback. Never heard of him.
Yeah.
But again, and you know, several people are, easy throw.
No, that wasn't an easy throw.
Nothing
dude.
is
It's
easy in the
never an
Super
easy
Bowl.
throw.
No.
But let me tell you
Touch
this.
pass to a quarterback
It was-
in the Super Bowl?
But
Come
the guy
on.
that threw it though, I mean, he like, geez, I mean, what? He's like, I mean, it was like there,
But
like
he
I
had to
got
put
you,
it
dude.
there. I mean,
You
he
know?
had to put it right
but
there.
that play right there, man, it made the defense think of so many different things that was about to happen that didn't. They didn't have a clue that
Was
Fultz
there,
was going to
Kevin
get this pass,
and
man.
Hobbs, was there, as the game went on, was there overreaction with Chris Collinsworth, especially? The greatest play call ever in Super Bowl history?
No, I don't know. Greatest call. It was a
my
good
memory
call.
isn't that
Well,
good.
It was a good call, Rick, but I don't know about the
Everything,
greatest.
The greatest has got to be that's another pet peeve of mine. I don't know if we'll have time to get into it tonight, but I don't know, man. It was 4th and 1. There's a lot of plays you can score on 4th and 1.
Yeah. Gutsy.
Oh, gutsy?
Wasn't
Don't
expected.
forget. But
Wasn't
I still
expected.
say, if I got that play in my back pocket, I don't hesitate.
But let me tell you.
Perfect spot to use.
It's
it.
gonna
But the thing,
work.
Right, perfect
but the
spot to
thing is, you got to make sure that worked. Now, that play doesn't work. Doug Peterson is being talked about big time.
Well,
If that play doesn't
yeah,
work.
because it's 4th.
Yeah. I mean, you
And-
kick a field goal, you got 3 points. I mean,
And
you
the momentum,
played.
it goes right back to New England. Because
Yes, it
remember,
does.
Brady scored.
Yes, it does.
And got him in the game.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you're at their doorstep and you
Yeah.
and you go into halftime and you could have built a lead.
But-
your lead would have been
Yeah.
15-12.
Yeah.
And
But-
he scored. Now it's 22-12. Big swing.
It
Big swing,
was,
big
man.
swing.
You,
All right.
you were comparing that to Peyton's
Yeah,
onside kick.
the onside kick.
Man, all of this is in my column.
Good. I'm glad I guessed it.
Wow.
Yeah. What would you say? Risk reward.
Yeah, but to me, that wasn't the one to compare to Peyton's onside kick.
Okay, give me one.
The game-winning drive when it was 4th and 1 with 5 minutes to play.
He catch that
They're
cross the middle pass?
Yeah, but they're on their own 45.
Yeah, they are, Scoot.
Every
They are.
coaching manual in the world says
Yeah.
punt there.
Don't you give it to Brady there.
The game will end.
Don't you give it to him.
The game will end. To
Don't you
me,
give it to
that-
him.
And again, yeah, I guess it's a gamble. But I always maintain Sean Payton's onside kick wasn't that big a gamble.
Oh, I disagree wholeheartedly. How can
Look.
you say that? Go ahead. Go ahead.
The entire second quarter, the Saints hadn't slowed the Colts down.
Right.
Yeah.
They were down, what, a touchdown, I guess?
Something like
that. At the half. So they're kicking off to start the second half. They got to steal the possession. Number
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Number two, the way the second quarter had gone, it didn't matter if they kicked deep or gave the Colts the ball at the 50. They were going to score.
Okay. I'll buy a halfway
You
into
get it to
that.
them at 50, at least they'll score quickly.
Quickly,
You
yeah.
got more
Yeah.
time to
Yeah.
catch
Yeah.
up.
Because of Peyton Manning and they were kind of
And
on
to
the roll.
me, that was kind of
Rick,
the last drive or next to last drive. Kind of was the gutsy go against the.
You're talking about the
grain
Eagles
call.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the
That was a
The-
great execution
yeah.
by Foles.
In
Great
fact, we
throw.
were.
And it was to that tight
guys
end
I
again.
was watching with.
Yeah.
And because I know how coaches are, and it just annoys the hell out of me. You know, they're always figuring out, well, punt.
Mm-hmm.
We had confidence in our defense. What?
man,
The Patriots
Not
hadn't
today.
punted all night.
I know.
not
So
today.
don't tell me you had
No.
confidence.
No, not today.
He didn't, of course. He didn't.
No.
punt. But tell you what,
but look-
you know, as long as there's an order of, pinning them back,
Right.
and maybe we'll get the ball with 3 seconds
Right.
left,
Yeah.
something like that. Coaches will always do that.
But
Get your piece in.
Rick, what Scoot is saying, yes, but you can't, the ball was on their 45.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
fourth
if they
down.
don't get it, game's
you
over,
cannot,
right.
if you give the ball back to New England, you're saying right now, guys, I just blew the game because you know what he's going to do? He's going to go 90 yards like he's done in past games before. You
Well, he
had
wouldn't
to
even
go
have
for
to.
it.
All he's gotta do is
he's-
run the clock out.
You
They
had
were
to go
ahead.
for it. So the thing is this, Rick, what he did, every chance this man took, he can look back and say, you know what? This is why sometimes you take chances in big games, because this is what the reward can be.
Right.
Imagine if he just
I'm
go
with you.
for it and don't get it. Well,
Here-
Rick, you got to say to yourself, hey, you know what,
He
guys?
was
We
not-
gave it our best shot.
He
We gave it
was-
our best shot.
He was not afraid.
He wasn't.
You know why?
He knew what the outcome
Here's
would be.
one of the key things.
He knew what the outcome would be, Rick.
Because it goes back to the most important player and position on the field, Nick Foles. He had supreme confidence in Nick Foles being able to execute that goal line play, the
Yeah.
touchdown, he caught it in the end zone, plus that 4th and 1 at the 45. He had supreme confidence
Yeah.
in Foles, and he did it.
and he did it. And he did it.
That's
I
why he
mean-
won MVP. That's why
But-
the Eagles won this game.
but it
along
was
with
so
the help
much-
of
so much
of
that had-
this
But I
Brandon
do.
thing,
I
the
remember
strip sack.
thinking right before that 4th and 1 play, the game-winning drive. And I've kind of just said it, throwing it out there. They probably ought to go for it here. But it never occurred to me
That he would.
They wasn't giving the ball back. They were not giving the ball back to Brady.
He had a
Wasn't
play at
happening.
Calvary Baptist. He took it out of that playbook. I keep going back to that. All right.
They
we'll
wasn't
take a
giving it
pause.
back, I
We're coming
promise
back
you.
with a whole lot more. Stay right there.
Sound Off 60 is brought to you by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort. The boys in the box will be right back.
In 1975, we brewed the original light beer with more taste and only 96 calories. We think that's worth celebrating. Miller Lite, back in the original bottle.
Enjoy a more reliable, responsible, intelligent, and connected indoor environment that easily adjusts to your preferences, no matter where you are. Uncompromising, unmistakable. Luxair. Get connected with a Luxair dealer near you by visiting luxair.com/solar supply.
only one light beer has more taste, less calories, and half the carbs. This one. Miller Lite. Hold true.
All right, welcome back to the show. We've covered a lot of fun angles with this Super Bowl. Let's do a little bit more. You know me, the most important player on the field is the quarterbacks for both teams, but you got to give it to the rookie kicker for Philadelphia. 46 yards. Let me set it up quickly. 46 yards. He misses that field goal. Brady has it within 5.
Oh, he can
and
score.
He's sitting
Touchdown,
on his own 35
Touchdown,
with
he
about
wins
a
it.
minute 10 and a couple of timeouts.
Touchdown,
but
he
he
wins it.
drills it, and what happened? You flip the field.
Yeah.
He has to kick off.
Yeah.
So he kicks it off. They kick it short. Again, here's where the NFL guys really think about everything. Doesn't kick it in the end zone.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
No clock.
Yeah.
Let them get it at the 5.
Exactly.
And look, I give Belichick credit. He tried to reverse. You got to do something.
he did.
You know, it didn't work.
But with the wrong guy, though.
enough
But with the wrong
time
guy.
left.
Put
There
you a
was enough
speed guy
time.
out there for the reverse.
I wouldn't have had any problem just kicking it deep. I mean, there was so much time left that, the 5 or 6 seconds to run it out wasn't going to make it.
It's just, Rick, that call with the reverse, wouldn't you have put like a guy, if Cooks would have been still in the game, wouldn't you have put the reverse to him?
Well,
you put it to your running back, one of the slowest guys on the field.
Well,
really?
That
didn't make
they're
sense to
thinking,
me.
look, we got to get it at about the 30 to 35 because of our time situation
make sense
and
at
our
all.
timeouts. You
That-
just got to
that
give Brady a
call
little
didn't
bit
make
more
sense.
help. They tried it didn't work. And of course, again, we kind of opened up the show. Part of it was one sack, and it happened at the time where they need. We always talk about this.
Yeah.
Make a play. Make a play. Somebody's got to step up and make a
pocket
play.
collapse, man.
And that guy, who was a Michigan guy, strips another Michigan guy.
Yeah.
Brandon.
55.
Yeah, what's his name? I had it written down. Brandon.
I know who you're talking about. I know it.
Strips, and it was a great hustle play.
It was.
Great
man.
hustle play.
It
I
was.
mean, if he's off by this
hits
much, maybe we have a different outcome in
And-
this game.
Yeah, that was a big play, man, defensively. But the thing that gets me, I think that when Tom Brady, when he got hit and everything, Tom looked around like, who let him in?
Yeah.
Who let him in?
Yeah.
You got to look at his expression sometimes, guys. He's real. I mean, Tom he wears his feelings on his shoulders, Rick. He does, man.
But look, they
And
battled
he looked
and
around.
overcome
I thought
the
he
odds.
looked pretty nonchalant.
Oh, Scooter, after he got hit, Scooter, he looked around and said, like, who let him in? Who let him in?
The odds of Philadelphia getting one sack, and it came with 2 minutes left in the play. So they really did a great job.
They did.
And it's funny,
They really
you know what
did.
else popped in my head because I'm a big Brady guy? He got stripped. What did he do? Remember the Raiders in snow and the tuck-it rule? He still moved that off.
Oh, yeah.
You saw that, didn't
I'm still throwing the ball. I'm going to get
you?
this
saw
ball,
that,
too.
didn't you, Rick? He's going to make it look
I
like he had
laughed.
released it. Yeah, he did. He
They
did. He made it
practiced.
look like that.
Watching
Yeah.
the
He
game
sold it.
with some guys.
He made it look like it, though. He did.
3 people hollered out at once. Tuck rule.
Tuck
is gonna
rule.
Save you here, Brady.
The ball is recovered by Philly. He's still throwing. But that's a consummate pro.
It is, Rick.
Because you
It
never
is,
know
man.
what's going to
Yeah.
happen.
It
That's
is.
a
Particularly if the
consummate pro.
Patriots, you get. And we got to say, much as I bitch about NFL referees, I thought they did a good
Oh,
job.
an excellent job.
They
No,
let
they
them
did.
play.
Was
They
there
had-
was there a pass interference called in this game? I don't think there were.
What the one that I questioned?
I don't think it
The one that I
was.
questioned.
It was a holding.
Yeah.
But not
You know,
a true
on a
pass
Yeah,
interference.
but it
Okay, I
was a
got you there.
holding on
But-
a pass.
The one that I questioned that they gave Mills, I think in the first half, was questionable.
I don't think there was a pass interference.
I think it was
holding,
questionable.
though.
Yeah, but I think it was questionable. Because, I mean, you know what? Gronk pushed off him, and he pushed back at
And
Gronk.
there was-
I mean, you got to let that go. But he called it on Mills, though.
Oh, I do remember
You got to
that.
let that go. You got to let that go. I mean, Gronk pushed me. Like, come on, ref. Come on, push
Excuse
him
me.
back.
There was
That's the one I
pushing
didn't
inside.
like.
There was
That
a
was
little.
the
There
one I
was a
didn't
little.
like, but everything else I thought
Philadelphia
was
did
good.
it. I need a
Yes.
little bit more room.
You got to let that
Gronk
go, Rick.
did it.
Let it go,
Every
man.
time Gronk doesn't
gonna
catch
be
a ball,
Let it go.
he gets up and he's like,
Oh, you know.
oh, you know. Well, he's 6'8", and they beat him up like
He's a
Shaquille
good actor,
O'Neal.
but Rick, he's a good
And
actor.
he gets beat up.
Like when the linebacker pulled him by the collar. Oh, he went
Yeah.
like, oh.
You
He
gotta
got
give
it.
it to him.
He got the call. He got it. He got it, man.
All
He
right.
got it.
41 points. You know, most offense.
Yeah.
Most points. Brady, look, it's not a bromance here.
Yeah.
505 yards. He did all he could
That's
do.
best ever, man.
He did all he could
That's
do.
best ever, man.
It falls
Best.
on, I'm
Yeah.
getting back to the central, one of the central subplots. It all falls on Belichick and Patricia's defense.
Yeah.
I mean, they could not
They got
slow
toe
down
up,
a
Rick.
backup quarterback.
They got toe up, Rick. They really did. They got
And
folks-
Malcolm
folks-
Butler.
folks toe
I mean,
up, bro.
guys, this Malcolm Butler story, it's going
And
to
nothing has come
follow
out- nothing has
Belichick
come out
all
about
off
it.
season.
Nothing
has come out.
Belichick will quash that.
I know that, but
Nothing came
Those
out about
are
it.
just interchangeable parts in his deal. It doesn't matter who they are.
Yeah.
He doesn't get personal.
it has to come to mind, though, Hobbs, that he had to see what was going on with the mismatches.
Well, Rick,
I mean, DB's falling down. Fell
Look,
down on
look.
the game-winning touchdown. The
The
guy
thing that-
falls. Rowe couldn't cover these people.
No.
Don't you, Patricia, don't you get in his ear? We need Malcolm Butler.
look, let me tell you this here. Also,
But they
you know what
didn't.
surprised me? Some of your veteran players like, hey,
Oh, really?
dude, what's going on, dude?
But it's Bill.
Yeah.
It's Big
So,
Bill. You don't question Big
something,
Bill.
Rick, Scooter say it's nothing personal, but you don't make a play like that if something you feel you're saying the whole year you couldn't win with him then?
I know.
Is that what you're saying,
I
Scooter?
don't know.
The whole year you couldn't win with him? But now you're in the biggest game of the year and you said he can't play because that doesn't make sense.
He won
That doesn't make sense.
Super Bowl
That
50.
doesn't make sense.
Was it not 2 years ago?
Yes, he
the
did.
man won
Yes,
you
Rick.
the Super
Yes.
Bowl.
Rick, that
he
doesn't make
made the
sense.
play in the end
That
zone.
doesn't make sense, Rick.
I
Something
don't
not right
think it
with
does
that.
either. And he's an
smell a rat.
unrestricted free agent.
I smell a rat.
Bring
okay?
him to New Orleans. We'll take it. All
I
right.
smell a rat.
What does Philadelphia do? Nick Foles, MVP. Carson Wentz coming back.
You have to
What
trade
do
him.
you
He
do?
can't stay. You have to trade him. If this kid wants to play somewhere else, somebody will take him. You got to trade him. He's not going to back up. You're the MVP.
I know.
Dude,
How
I'm
do you
not backing
trade the
nobody
Super
up, dude.
Bowl MVP,
dude,
though?
I'm not backing anybody up. Dude, I'm the MVP. I'm not backing
What do
anybody
you
up.
do?
Obviously, if you think your future is Carson Wentz.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
It is Carson
can
Wentz,
you
Scooter. It is.
afford Both of them, probably not.
No,
you can afford
can't.
it. They're not paying him that much money.
Well,
No, you can afford
Somebody
it.
will. Somebody
yeah.
will. Somebody will now.
But
Somebody will
Philadelphia has been down this road with Foles before.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
had that great year as a starter for Philadelphia, and then he falls off.
But
the
you
map.
know what,
You
though,
do
Rick?
have to
falls off the
remember,
map.
you keep
You know what?
throwing this a backup quarterback.
Now, let me.
He's not your ordinary
No, he
backup
is not.
quarterback.
No, he's not.
Now,
He's not.
he hadn't attracted a whole lot of attention before now.
The off
But he
season,
had
he's
played
out
well.
camping in the woods. Should I retire?
With his brother-in-law.
Come on, Hobbs.
With
I
his
mean, nobody
brother-in-law.
had much interest in him. He didn't. Once he fell off the map, he did not
played
become a
pretty
starting
well
quarterback.
in their
But-
2 other playoff games.
He did, but he didn't play well
Look.
at the end of the season.
No,
he
he
had some
didn't.
rough patches there
Yeah.
filling in for Wentz.
Yeah.
But he comes
I
up
just-
with his greatest games when he needed to. So
He
I give
does.
him all the credit in the world. It's just an interesting dilemma, okay? Now, I remember, because I was there, Super Bowl 25, Jeff Hostetler, backup
Yeah.
quarterback, wins for the injured Phil Simms.
Yeah.
He didn't ever play again.
Yeah.
He didn't. He was a backup quarterback.
you're saying, Rick,
A true backup,
but
Jeff Hostetler. Remember
It's
that?
like, but who's to say Carson Wentz comes back but doesn't perform like he did the year before? I mean,
He's
what,
pretty damn good.
he is, but I'm saying, you just.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting offseason for that.
I say they can't
Interesting
keep him.
indeed.
That's
All right.
just me. They
We'll
can't
take a
keep
pause from Super Bowl 25. When we come back,
Wow.
we'll talk a little LSU baseball.
Yes.
We'll talk some McNeese basketball and commercials
Cowboys
for
been
the
winning.
Super Bowl. Huh?
Cowboy girls, they've been winning.
And the boys got
Yes,
one.
they've
Got,
been
got a
winning.
big one, too. All right. We're coming back in about 2 minutes. Stay right there.
Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort, home of soundoff60. Round 5 with the boys coming up.
Today's story is about bars, where not beer, but time is served. The original brewmaster of Shiner Bock, Cosmo Spetzel, went to jail for delivering beer to the good folks of Texas. Now, after nearly 2 years of serving time, why would this man go back to the same dark craft that got him locked away? 'Cause to not brew Bock would be the crime.
All right, welcome back, guys. Great show. Hobbs, Guidry, y'all with me here? Let's go. Let's kick it in gear. Let's bullet point it. All right. Something that I didn't tease in the show. Alvin Kamara, Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah.
They swept it. They should have, and they did.
Oh, yeah.
Rookie,
They did.
offensive and defensive rookie of the year. All right, no shock.
That was no shock.
No shock that Brady got MVP.
Yeah.
Drew Brees got clutch performer of the year.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the show? The NFL Honor Show?
No, I
I
didn't.
don't-
Just
I
heard
came
about
across
it.
it.
I
have a pretty boring life with kids at home.
Well,
you know, it's like Saturday night. You know, the NFL. It's on Fox. And
Yeah.
what is this? Very contrived.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to see if Kamara and Lattimore were going to win the Rookie of the Year honors,
Which
and
they
they
should have,
did.
Rick.
So
well
good,
deserved, both of them.
good for them. All right. Let's
First
talk a
time
little
a
LSU.
team
Yeah.
swept that since I think it said
When?
Oh my God.
66.
Yeah, was it
Both?
the Lions?
Yeah.
Lim Barney
Really?
was
Yes.
Wow.
Lim Barney
I
was
forget.
Lim Barney
Wow.
was a receiver or a defensive back?
he was defensive back.
Okay, and then
Yeah,
who's the running?
I forget who the other one
That's
was.
pretty good.
A long
Both of
time.
them on the same
Detroit
team. That is
Lions.
good.
So. All right. LSU baseball's coming up, as is McNeese baseball. Oh, by the way, Justin Hill, McNeese Cowboys baseball coach, will be on next week's show. So get ready for
Yeah.
that. Going to talk about the
Good to
18
have Coach
season
Hill.
and opening up with Wichita State, who is coached by former McNeese head coach Todd. Help me.
Butler.
Help me. Butler.
Butler.
That's it. All right.
Todd, yes, Todd
Getting old.
Butler, right?
I'm just getting old.
Todd
All right.
Butler.
LSU baseball. One of the starting lineup as it sits now, we got Bryce Jordan at first and Bo Jordan as expected as DH. What do you
Yes.
think of this? What do you think of the Jordan twins cracking the lineup right now, anyway? Or Bryce?
I mean, they were both starters. Well, Bryce didn't play last year. He was
Yeah.
out.
Has it been 2 years?
Well, no, he just missed one
No,
year.
Yeah, but
just one
since
year,
he
just
played
1 year.
competitive baseball, has it been that long?
Yeah, well,
Coming
it was
back, yes,
about-
it'll be 2.
he
Yes.
got hurt.
Yes.
He got hurt like the week before the season
Preseason.
started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he went through practice and all last year.
But competitive
the
on the
oddity
field.
to me, and I can't remember the last time this happened at LSU. Right now, the everyday starters plus the DH, 9 players, all are from Louisiana.
All of them?
Yes.
No way, Scooter. All of them?
Interesting.
Yes.
Oh,
That is.
All.
All
for
of them. Scooter.
LSU baseball,
Wow.
the
That's
epicenter
a
of
lot
college baseball. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
That
But what does
tells
that
you
say
the
about-
strength. Yeah.
About Louisiana baseball.
Interesting. I did not know that.
That says
see,
a lot
we
about
haven't seen
Louisiana.
how
Well,
good
we haven't
they
know,
are
but-
yet.
You know, look,
That
I
says a lot
don't
about
know, and I'm
Louisiana
not trying to get
baseball,
too X-y and O-y
Wow,
on
that's
this
pretty
here,
cool,
but
Scoot.
you know, I met Bryce Jordan in high school. I remember interviewing him.
Yeah.
He's about my height.
Yeah.
You kind of want a guy with a little more reach at first, but
But he played first 2 years ago.
yeah.
I mean, it's
Well,
not
so is it
unusual.
against? It's a little against the norm, maybe.
No, but probably.
I mean, you know, I see a lot of tall first
I know what
basemen.
you're saying, yeah, but one of the guys that I've seen play that didn't impress me was Bagwell. He's like this. He played first for the Astros.
I don't know what his height is, but okay.
Bagwell is short.
Bagwell
Bagwell was
was on the
short.
plane one time.
He was
with
short,
Bagwell.
man. I met this guy.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
he's
short.
real tall.
6 foot?
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't think he's 6 foot.
think
No.
he's 6
I'm
foot.
just saying.
No way.
5'11",
No way.
I'm just saying.
And he played first base for the Astros.
Okay,
So,
all right,
I
I'm
mean,
with you.
know.
I'm just bringing up the question. That's all I bring up.
You
the
saying the
question.
guy, you got something against short guys? I mean, what you trying?
Whoa! We're going to talk after the show. All right. How many for the starting lineup for the LSU team? How many will be young?
man.
How many freshmen? Red or true freshmen? I think they got 1 or 2. Do they not? I mean, he's going with some youth, is he
2
not?
or 3
Really?
of the everyday players. Now, some others that are going to contest. You know that. One thing you got to remember about Paul Maneri, he's going to fiddle
He's
with
gonna
that.
he's
lineup.
gonna move
Yeah.
it around.
He's a born
Yeah.
tinkerer, and he's
gonna move
always he's not afraid to think outside
Yeah.
the box a little bit. But they're also going to be counting on at least 1 or 2 freshmen to be key pitchers.
Yeah.
They have to replace their entire
Yeah.
weekend pitching.
So you just answered my next question. That's the focal point, being able
Yeah, I
to
think so.
replace
I think
that.
So.
Yeah.
I think
How
so.
big? How big of a factor, Scooter, going into this season, the pitching will be for LSU? Every year it's huge, but how big a factor will it be to replace what they had?
Do they have the
Well,
arms?
it's the big. Well, on paper, maybe not. But I
Okay.
mean, that's what the great unknown holds. All these guys were highly recruited. You
Yeah.
know, you've
Yeah.
got, I
Yeah.
mean, the
Talent.
But their Friday night guy is going to be Caleb Gilbert, who wasn't in the weekend rotation. Now he came on and pitched lights out in the
Yep.
postseason.
Yeah.
He is the guy. If you remember, he's not from here, but his parents are from
Right.
here, or
Okay.
his mother.
Right. I remember that. I remember that.
It's
It's going to be
from
interesting.
It is.
Cowboy baseball. We won't get into it because we're going to let the expert do it on next week's show. Justin Hill will join us.
We'll
to
wait
talk
on
about
Coach.
the Cowboys getting ready to open against Todd Butler and Wichita State
Yeah.
on a weekend series February 16th. Great way to start.
Should be good.
Wichita State's a very good program.
Yeah,
Who does
should be
LSU
good.
open up with?
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Wow.
Hey, I mean,
Wow,
you got to
really?
bring those northern teams
Wow,
down to
Notre
below
Dame,
the
huh?
Mason-Dixon
Of
line to
course,
play some baseball.
Monero used to coach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Monero used to coach there, so
Wow.
good for that. Cowboy basketball. Kevin, I went to the Civic Center.
Yeah.
Boy, that was awful. They needed that one against Sam Houston.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
did. Yeah.
Jared Greenwood, I don't think he made a shot.
Really.
I mean, he shot the ball, couldn't put the ball in the hole, nor could Harvey. Couldn't. 2 for 25.
Yeah.
It was awful. I was
It
hurting
was.
for these
And-
guys. That's how bad it was.
and
then they go back to Natchitoches and a very poor. I mean, when has Northwestern been this bad in basketball?
I know.
I mean, winless in the Southland.
I
mean,
know.
this is
How can you go
historically a
winless?
good
I
program.
mean, how can you go winless?
In the Southland now. They're not
Yeah.
winless. for
No,
the year.
you're right, you're
but
right.
they get a good win,
But
as the
that's-
Cowgirls do.
That's still bad, Rick.
All right, so Cowboy basketball, I think Thursday night, they
Thursday
host
night.
Stephen F. Austin. Now that the rodeo is cleared
Rodeo's
through.
over. They're back in Burton.
So they're back at Burton Coliseum. The Cowgirls are over 500. They're 6
They
and
are.
4. This is, guys, going to be touch and go to get in postseason
is.
play.
It
I
is.
think the Cowgirls, if they keep it above 500, they'll get in.
Yeah.
Cowboys at 5-5 in the league, they're sitting like 7th or
Kinda
8th.
tough.
Right now they
Yeah.
qualify.
Yeah.
But they got some basketball to play.
Yeah, they
But
do. They got to win some more
Caleb
games.
Ledoux, I mean, with that left-handed kind of oddball
Yeah.
shot, he got 34 career
Yeah.
high in Natchitoches.
Yeah.
So good for him. We're going to talk LSU basketball before
We
it's
do.
over, by the way.
LSU's got a heck of a little point guard, man. I've seen this little kid play. The little Waters
With
kid.
10 seconds
he
or
is,
less.
He is unbelievable, man.
Is he through with all the suspensions? They got the lineup
Yeah,
back? 'Cause
what-
we didn't
what's
talk
with
about
that?
that. Holy smokes.
Was that Wayne Williams' son? Was that?
I mean,
was
he
that,
kicked one of them off the team, did he not?
was that the guy?
Yeah, one got kicked off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Wayne Sims.
That's Wayne Sims' son. Oh.
But he was only suspended for one game. So.
Yeah, so 2 guys suspended for short term.
Yeah.
And then 1 got kicked off the
One
team.
or two. For,
Wow.
One for good, one for the season.
Really?
His status will be revisited.
But not starters, though. But contributors.
No.
But
No.
contributors.
Wow.
At least 2 of them were key.
Setting the culture, though.
Yes, he
I
is.
don't have a problem with it.
Yes, he is.
I don't have a
He's
problem.
not going to put up with it.
This
He's
is the
not
head
gonna
coach,
put up with
and
it.
you're going to toe
He's
the
not.
line here. All right, coming up next,
Not
we
gonna
might
put
have
up with
trivia.
it.
We might have Stump the Wise Guys.
We may.
Oh, we may talk more about Tom Brady.
We could do that.
Huh? Tom Brady? The bromance
Hey,
continues.
He was truly upset. He really was.
We're coming back.
Tom
in a
was
little bit.
truly
Stay right
upset, man.
Sound Off 60 is brought to you by our friends at Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. Sound Off 60 24/7 online at soundoff60tv.com.
For more taste, less calories, and half the carbs, there's only one light beer to grab. Miller Lite. Hold true.
On or off the field, training and experience matter. As a board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeon, Dr. Brett Cassio has the training and experience to help you get back in the game. Award-winning research, the latest orthopedic techniques, right here at home. Cassio Sports Medicine.
In 1975, we brewed the original light beer with more taste and only 96 calories. We think that's worth celebrating. Miller Lite, back in the original bottle.
All right, we're wrapped up with Super Bowl 52. If we have time, we'll talk about the commercials, but now we've got
I
to
still have my
welcome in the
favorite
lovely
commercial, okay?
Christine to try to stump the wise guys.
Yes,
All right,
Christine, we are
Christine,
ready.
welcome back, and we're ready.
Okay,
Yes.
who was the first celebrity star camera shot early in the game?
Oh,
Celebrity camera
yes,
shot.
yes. Oh,
Celebrity.
I know the guy, man. He played in
I thought it was J-Lo.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was the guy. The guy that was in the owner's box with the Philadelphia Eagles owner. What's his name?
What's
his name?
He was in the funny movies Hangover.
Yes, Rick, that's what I'm
Great
talking about. I
movies.
cannot think of his name, Rick.
Hilarious.
So I really win.
Bradley
this
Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
Yes, yes. there you
Boom,
go.
I got that one right, folks. Just so you know,
all
okay?
you.
I got
All
it
you.
right. Just
All
wanted you to
you.
know that. Okay, got
Celebrity
that
shot number 1.
one. Got that one. Okay, here we go.
Who sang America the Beautiful and the national anthem?
You got me on that.
Pink.
Pink was national anthem.
Yes.
Did a very good job.
I was getting my food.
Did a great job.
I was getting my food.
Odom, I think, was America. I think it's a
I was
great
getting
song.
my
I think his
food.
name is Odom. He's a R&B jazz singer.
Really?
Did a great job too. Odom. I don't know his
There you
first
go.
name, but that's good enough.
Okay.
Okay, halftime star Justin
Ju-
Timberlake performed music
Who?
from
Who?
Justin
I
Timberlake
was getting ready to call him out. Big machine.
Justin Timberlake.
Go ahead.
performed music from what late superstar and why?
Prince. Boom. Well, Prince is from Minneapolis. He's from there. That was a
Record.
cool tribute.
It's a record. You
That
got
was-
2. It's a record. Holy smokes!
I think they should
No,
have done
Prince.
with Minneapolis.
That was so cool.
They should have done a Mary Tyler Moore tribute.
Really, Scooter? But that was so cool, man.
None of the millennials would have got it.
But that
All right,
halftime
last
tribute
one.
to
Here
Prince
she
was
goes.
So cool, man.
Okay,
Wow.
bonus question. Who won the NFL's Walter Payton Man of the Year award?
J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watts. Yeah.
Houston, Texas.
We are on tonight.
Texas,
Did a
J.J.
great
Watt.
cause.
Oh, he
Raised
did a
like
great job with the Storm
38,
Harvey and all. It was hands
37,
down.
38
the other guys
million
were
dollars.
good, but that was hands down with
Yeah.
what JJ did.
Yeah.
15 million? Dude.
37.
Come on.
37
37?
million.
Okay.
Yeah.
37.
Yeah.
Excuse
Thank
me,
you,
Rick.
Christine. Hang with us. All right.
Great job.
We'll wrap up Super Bowl 52 with the commercials. All right, guys.
My favorite. I know. Y'all
The
gonna love it.
Amazon commercial about changing the Alexa voice was
Yeah.
just classic.
It was
And what
good.
surprised me was Jeff Bezos, the
bet
richest
so.
man in the world, was in the commercial
Yeah.
early
Yeah.
on. Did
Yeah.
y'all see it? Did y'all pay
Yes.
attention
No,
to
I
that?
saw it. I saw it. But my still was the Coca-Cola lady, the Diet Coke. She was doing the boogie, man. She was doing the. It was
Girl
so-
was this big around.
Yes, she was.
And it was
Could you imagine just-
Coca-Cola Mango.
Yes, yes.
City
It
Who
was,
drinks
Rick, it was.
Coca-Cola Mango? She was just dancing
Diet
in front of a brick
Coca-Cola
wall.
Mango. She was like,
Are you kidding me, Gidry?
I've got to look this one up.
You're
The
gonna
best
laugh.
commercial? Are
She
you
had
kidding me?
rainbow
I
color
thought the
socks on.
commercials-
She had rainbow color socks on. Oh my God, that was hilarious. Dude, if you wanted to laugh, dude, watch that commercial.
You're just laughing at the
I
girl.
love it.
You're laughing at the girl.
I wasn't paying much attention, but I thought as a group they were pretty lame commercials.
I thought the
Oh,
Doritos
no.
commercial with Mount, what's his name? I'm bad
What's
with
his
names
name?
tonight.
Um,
The legendary actor.
Yes. Oh, what's his name?
The voice.
Yes.
Freeman.
Morgan
Morgan
Freeman.
Freeman, Morgan
Thank you.
Freeman.
Great. Doritos always
And he
comes
was
up
with the rapper, the female rapper. He had her voice. What's her name?
Oh, I don't know about rappers.
What's
But
the female? He had the female rapper's voice. Oh, okay.
the
that one was good.
controversy, though, was Dodge Ram trucks using a snippet or part of a legendary speech by Martin Luther King
yeah.
as an undertone
Yes.
to a commercial.
To sell the truck, I guess.
It's controversial. Now the critics are coming out and saying, look, you're using the former late great civil rights leader to sell
Yeah.
trucks. I didn't see it that way. I thought it was well done.
Yeah.
I thought the message was
at the
good
time,
and it was well
At
done.
the time when you're looking at it, you're not thinking that. But
I
then
didn't.
afterwards, it's like, well, what? Really? Okay. But when you look at it, you wouldn't want to have that on anything to feel like it's
Other than
selling
Super
it.
Bowl.
Yeah.
They're not gonna. They
Yeah.
shouldn't run it
That
again.
it's-
It was
that
an
it's selling
impact
it, you know.
statement.
Yeah, I agree. Rick.
Using Dodge Ram and
Yeah.
their corporate,
Because
wanting
you
to
don't
get
want
them.
to
I
use
thought it
that
was
to,
great.
to say that you're trying to sell a vehicle because of what he's saying in the speech that's showing the truck.
Look, give me Martin Luther King to help the millennials know how great his words
Yeah.
versus dilly dilly.
Yeah.
Come on.
Dilly dilly.
Give me dilly dilly
Hey, but look.
against
room
Martin
for
Luther
But
King.
humor.
wait, but wait, this is so cool. You know, when
Come
the guy
on.
said, well, you know, I got a
Dilly.
party up the hill I got to go to, he said, but I guess I'll hang around for just a minute. Let me go and help you guys out. He took his big sword out. It lit up blue. The little guy on the horse say, you always got to show off. I do. I love that.
Give me Martin Luther King in a Dodge Ram
I
commercial.
love that, Rick.
Any
I loved
day,
it, man.
any
I loved
day.
it.
I don't know. I thought that there were
loved it.
funny commercials. I thought some were, look, Tide
Yeah.
ad,
Yeah.
tight
What, don't
bleep.
eat
Tight
Tide
bleep,
Pods?
yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
is it me, the playoff of
No.
words, tight bleep, you know, their
yeah,
Tide
yeah.
ad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
tight, yeah.
They must have blew their entire marketing budget. Every
Yeah.
time a spot break came on, it was
Look.
Tide. And they were good. They were funny.
They
The Tide
were.
commercials.
They were. But you know the one that I missed that they had, but they showed one small that Toy did, was the Clydesdales. That was always the most popular ones through Super Bowl. And they kind of faded them out.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
Clydesdales.
Well,
They
no,
were
I
the
didn't even
favorites.
mention Eli and Odell.
Oh,
Don't even mention it.
that was another bad one.
Don't even
You
mention
like
it.
that one?
It was
Oh,
horrible.
it was terrible.
It was horrible.
That
horrible.
Was,
It was horrible. It was horrible.
I thought it was
Manning and Odell Beckham will never live
Never.
that
It was
down.
mocking the NFL's dancing.
It was horrible, Scooter.
Which Odell was a weird one to use there
Yeah,
since he's
yeah,
the
really.
one hiked the leg on the goalpost.
Yeah.
Good point.
That was
I'll
horrible.
give you that one.
But I mean,
I'll give you that one.
I
We're out of
wouldn't- I
time.
wouldn't do
Christine,
that one again.
appreciate it.
Christine,
Great
great
Super
job.
Bowl post-game show.
That was
Next
so
week,
funny.
Justin Hill, Cowboy Baseball.
to have Coach on.
Also recruiting this week.
Yes.
National Signing Day is Wednesday.
coming up.
McNeese will sign a boatload of players.
Yes.
LSU may only sign, what, 4 or 5?
Yeah.
Because they did everything in December,
everything in December.
in the early signing period. We'll
Good deal.
probably have Lance Guidry on the show as well to
Hopefully.
talk about recruiting.
That'll be
so
good.
Great show next week. Have a great sports week, everybody. See you next time.
Sound Off 60 airs on Suddenlink Cable Channel 4 Monday through Sunday nights at 9 and again Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10. Sound Off 60 also airs throughout Southwest Louisiana on Vive Broadband Channel 6 at 9 p.m. Check your local listings. Post your questions and comments for the guys and access our website and our great advertising partners at soundoff60tv.com.